Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Kaijuro Cards. It's been months, and you may tell I have different sounding mic. Why is that? I have no mic at all. You see, I just decided, you know what? The old mic not working. What are we going to do instead? None. Just no mic whatsoever. So before we even jump into anything, you've seen the thumbnail, so you know we're talking about Kaijuro stuff. But first, cosmetic pack. I must gamble. Will we get a strike? I opened so many early on, like last year. May have seen it. I got zero strikes. We did not get a strike. But ooh, wait, hold on. I got two variants I've been wanting. Okay, well that's actually huge. I actually think I prefer that over strike. We win these. So that means this is gonna be a great video. And today I want to talk about the state of Kaijuro and the future. This I asked around people like want you to talk about the state, but also the future, what I want to see, what I want fixed and changed. Um, and the first thing I want to talk about, this is becoming a more recognizable and problematic pattern. The season pass is getting worse. Um, and it feels worse too. It does. It's noticeably worse to the point where it's like, uh-oh, that's not good. Um, so what I mean is, you get your strike, you get more XP for the pass or whatever, really nice. You get more gold. You got your presents, and you got the cards. You can get foils, and you can get them faster in general. And what's cool about this one, is you, if I'm not mistaken, you'll get a foil of every epic and rare using this pass. I think the free one, does the free one have any of the foils for the rares? Um, no, okay, I'm not seeing foils. Okay, so there's no foils, um, for rares in the common. There's foils here. Anyway, there's no variants. And for collectors like me, it's a little concerning. No variants. It is cool to get foils because those can be a pain to get. So it is cool to get event foils basically for free. That is really awesome. I love that. However, I just feel like this doesn't give as much value like they used to. I remember like last year we were getting some really good ones. So there was the December Battle Pass incident where it was every day a new level unlocked, and the premium was, I'm sorry to say this, was kind of a joke. Like there were just like free days with no reward sometimes, I'm pretty sure. And that just doesn't feel good. I mean, look at this. Level 26 and 29. Nothing. Free levels of nothing, two levels of nothing, two levels of nothing, three levels of nothing. That's a lot of just, it's very noticeable empty space. It is very noticeably empty. And okay, you didn't have time to do variants. That's fine. I understand that, designers have lives. I don't know. 50 gold. 50 gold. I don't know. Random pack or two. Just anything. Anything's better than nothing. And just to make it less empty. Heck, more event shards. I feel like these are given out way so stingy. We should be getting a lot of these. Because this is the main way you're gonna get event cards. This is how you're supposed to get them, is for event shards. I would like to see more of these, especially, I mean, there's really cool variants. I love the variants in this. Look how many I'm missing. I'm missing all of these. And that's just because event shards just are such a pain to open. Um, Now, wait, I don't think all, wait, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure a lot of those aren't the event shard. I think that's like weird bug or texture thing. It's whatever. But overall, like, I don't hate battle passes. I still think, like, if you were gonna give money for this game, buy battle pass. That is just how you do it. I'm not. I mean, as you can see, I'm just not. I have strikes. Although this is an awesome strike, just I don't really need another strike. Um, Foils aren't a selling point for me. Gifts, I don't care. I have all the cards from the pack, and I have a good foil collection that I'm naturally expanding. I don't need gifts. I don't need gold, I want oh goodness, I want cosmetics. Card backs. Heck, I'm one of the few people I like card backs. I have, all mine equipped. I'm one of the I'm a freak. I know. I use so many. I think they're fun. Like something like this. This is a good battle pass. card back. I like it. It's hilarious. It's charming. Something like this is good. Heck, simple ones. This is a simple one. This is from the Archmage bundle. I think it's fun. Um, this is a really cool one. Um, but overall, I just wish Battle Pass is improved. Now, that's the small thing. Another thing I want to talk about is the shop. Oh boy. So, the shop, a lot of people keep suggesting this. They want the shop expanded. I don't think it needs expanded. I think this is still a pretty good size. I just wish, I don't know, it just feels weird. Because once you hit a certain point, you're just like, oh yeah, I don't need it. It's such a weird thing. Because, this is to get specific cards. However, um, early on, you should never be doing this. You should obviously be buying packs. And when you're mid-game, you probably have a fair majority of the cards already. And by late game, you just got the cards you want. Who really cares? Like, oh no, I'm missing Cold Juggernaut. However, will I sleep tonight? You'll sleep fine. You'll sleep like a baby, probably. And I don't know. The main thing is, yes, there's a world where you make it cheaper, right? Oh, yeah, let's make it cheaper to get cards. That doesn't fix it. That just makes shop really good and not really balanced. I mean, I like the idea of like special discount days or like you can like do missions to get like credit to change the shop to what you want. Or heck, I've seen rerolls. I like reroll. Being able to reroll the shop, like just some more way to make it feel more like you can target cards, like you have more of a say in this. Um, and let's talk about something else. I have not covered these in a video. Everybody say hello to Structure Dex. Hello, Structure. Oh my goodness. Hello, Structure Dex. You're weird. So, for anyone who does not know, they added 5 structure decks. First of all, these are like buried. If you do not know these exist, you're like, wait, what the heck? Like, it's just like, oh yeah, cool card packs. What the heck are these? I did buy my gift, by the way, buying that. But it's like, okay, cool. Um, yeah, the thing is, this is a really cool way to give players, like, you're getting a deck. If you're early on, this is really cool. 3,000 gold. That is 30 packs. So 30 packs, let's just pretend cosmetics do not exist. These are abilities. Well, abilities do. So let's say you're getting 30 packs, you're getting, I don't know, free abilities from that on average, maybe. So, got your abilities, you're getting, the main thing is you're getting cards. I mean, that's so much more value. That's like potentially like 100 cards. Like I mean, with 3,000 gold, you're hard full. With 3,000 gold, you can get a giant chunk of these cards filled. And to me, I don't see the appeal in that. Now, if you're higher end, of course, we all picked up structured decks. These have cards that you can't get anywhere else. Obviously, you gotta pick them up. Um, But like, an example of, oh boy, I want to use let's use slime deck as an example. Blue slime, really good card. Um, blue slime's a good card. Green slime is eh. Slimescape was cracked. Now it's balanced. This is just, no one uses this. It has potential, just not usable. This is a good stuff card. No one uses bubbly much. And see, there's the problem. It's like, okay, cool. The ability's good. The ability is probably the best part about this. And that's the thing, is like, it feels like you're getting good bang for your buck, but the rest just doesn't. These bottom 5, like, when the update came out, I was like, man, I already have these. You're telling me I have to spend, this much gold for 5 cards and an ability. That feels kind of rough. Didn't feel great. And if you're a new player, that feels really rough. I mean, it's like, oh, cool. I'm getting. I thought this was supposed to have 2 legendaries, by the way. What the heck? Wait, is it the nature one only? Okay, the nature one has 2 legendaries. This is good value. These are all like good cards. Like these are genuinely good cards everyone Should use. Oh, I got a gift exchange. Uh, there's a gift back. Thank you for the gift. There's a gift back. Um, but it doesn't feel great doing this. I don't know. It feels weird. It doesn't feel like I'm having, especially there's no dopamine. I am not gambling with packs. Like, here I'll just show an example. Like, oh boy, I get to some Paradise pack. Oh boy, 5 of them. Oh boy, what am I gonna get? I don't know what I'm gonna get. No, we gotta find out. Will I get a foil? Like this is already so much funner. We got a foil. I am an absolute gamer. And we got a variant. Okay, sick. See, you guys, you just gotta be a gamer. You too can get absolute good stuff. Good stuff. Um, I don't know why people complain about, you know, the idea of you're not getting foils. Again, I don't really care about foils. However, if you're a foil collector, this is another thing. You can only buy these once a month, and you have to buy them 10. So 10 months, 30,000 gold per. So that's 150,000 gold commitment to get foils of all of these. What the actual heck? So that's just unrealistic for most people, including me. It's fun, it's a cool idea, just, I don't know, could have been executed better in my opinion. Now, that just like niche stuff aside, so, shop, I just would like to see some better improvements with daily. If they ever do structure decks again, I would just like to see some small changes, nothing crazy. That's just the general end goal with these. I actually think this was a cool test fire. I'm actually a defender of structure decks. I do like them. Like, I love the art design by Slimy. I think they did a great job. I just wish the execution was different. So let's talk about the meat and potatoes, the actual cards. Kaijuro is in a weird state heading into 2026. Because right now, I don't think there's one primarily dominant deck. It isn't like, oh yeah, if you're not playing blank, you're gonna lose every game. Um, Not to say that some game decks aren't good. Um, Far from that, there's still some absolute mid decks in the game. Um, I mean, shoot, and this is the first thing I want to talk about actually. With my problem with so much variety, there's variety for certain decks. Like, for goodness sake, can we stop with Nature Shuffle Glaze? I mean, like, just like recently, we got so many shuffle cards. It's really cool. Just whatever. Surters are getting a lot. And my thing with Surters, they just feel like Beast, but better. Like, they're just better Beast. Like, man, you guys remember Beast? They were cool. They were fun. Screw them, I guess. Like, I would have just wished the Surge were just Beast, and Beast would actually be a really cool, fun deck right now in the game, and actually playable. Beasts aren't that playable right now. I mean, shoot, what else? Oh, Raptor. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. Raptors. Man, these guys were cool, you know. They need a lot of love, because there's a lot of filler here. I mean, this is just whatever. Um, this isn't, I don't know, this would be good if Raptors were good. Um, this got nerfed kind of into the ground. Weird buff, but I understand why. Buff and nerf, mostly nerf, honestly. Force was where Burst Mage was. Just not a good card. Not good for Raptors in general. It could be, just isn't. Force mainly. Good card. Actually, a good card. Would be good if our discard was good. You see my problem? There's a lot of ifs. Could be good, would be good, but they're not good. I mean, come on, aggressive runner, what are you doing? You gotta start carrying your weight around here. And I don't know, just it feels weird. And I keep trying to say something. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse on. Because on the Discord server, I talk about it a lot. Something like virus. Like, this was supposed to be water's movement forward. We are gonna get this weird water interaction deck. It was gonna be cool, really annoying, but cool. That never happened. Let's see, who else? Like, I don't know, like blocker. Light blockers are just not really doing much, but there's a lot of them. They're just not doing anything. And there's so many things. Goodness. I get why they're not getting new cards. I don't think they need them right now. Worms are just overall bland, in terms of variety. They're really cool. I love worms. Don't think this is worm slander. I love worms. Um, who else for darkness? Darkness is kind of in a better state than most decks right now. I feel like they're in a pretty fair state. I don't want to say better than other elements, but they're in a pretty decent state. Yeah, like I don't complain about this lineup. I actually think Darkness is they're doing good. They're doing good. Good for Darkness. They're killing it. Um, yeah, okay. So yeah, Darkness is cool. I'm kind of okay with Darkness. Doesn't mean they're balanced, but they're cool. Water, what the ever living crap's going on with Water? Like we got Cybers. When's the last time anybody's used a full Cyber deck, huh? Huh, I bet that feels weird to think about or say anymore. Don't really do that. Nice reason Abyss, but like Abyssal Horrors is a used cyber, not in cybers, just in its own thing. Um, Dethroned King is kind of it used to be used, not as much anymore. Used to be used, not anymore. Um, Aqua, no, this is the beta. This was an X Force guy, just not as much anymore. Um, this is just fours and handbook. This was not. He's been booted from fours. He was fours at launch. He's gone now. He means nothing to us. This is meant to be virus, but again, virus just doesn't really exist to utilize this card. It's kind of sad. Um, this is, this is a fours card. See my thing, like the main thing, honestly, is Cyber's just the fours now. Is that what's been demoted to fours? And that's sad, but that's just the world we live in, where cybers are in shamble. Virus, was always on life support. It was born as a 90-year-old grandma on life support. It never stood a chance. Slime. Here's your slime archetype, everybody. Enjoy your four cards and ability. That's all you get. Um, and like the new Paradise patch, we got pirates. Pirates already make more sense than Virus and Cybers. They already have a much more coherent and better game plan. To me, that's hilarious that they're already smoking other water archetypes out of the water, and that's sad. But it's just like water spells used to be more of a thing. Not so much. Kind of still is. Mostly traps now. You want to use more pirates and stuff. That's really it. So, I just would like to see, instead of constantly just you're introducing new stuff, like this month was dragons. Why are we taking something that was fires and lights, and now we're just like, here's a new dragon. Just make it like it was fine just as demon. Like, why are we making it like every archetype? Like everyone's just getting everyone. There's no real something special. It's cool to see dragons, but I just like fear like this is not gonna become a thing. Um, do you guys remember feline? You guys remember these? They don't. We haven't gotten much of these guys. Like, oh boy, yeah. I mean, this is adorable. Don't get me wrong. Bubbly Boops, you keep doing you. Don't change a thing. You're perfect. But like, I just don't really feel like there's a much of a reason to just reintroduce these. The only reason the tribe even exists is because of Ratbuster having an effect with the bird. But besides that, who cares? It doesn't have a reason to exist. Like we could have removed it and just be fine. And that makes me sad. That makes me sad to think about. Um, so overall, like for that. I just wish they would stop introducing new stuff. Let's change and finish up old stuff. Finish your vegetables, sweetie. That's what I want to see. I want to see things finished. It's like I'm never excited for when a new tribe gets announced because I know it's not good. It's gonna be forever until they get actual support. If they get actual support, don't hold your breath on that. Now, the main thing we talk about is the balance of Kaijuro as a whole. Balance wise, like I said earlier, the meta's in a weird spot. Nothing is dominant. Um, but I don't hate it. I don't hate what Kaijuro's at right now. However, it's not like it's healthy, nor again, what's funny, there may not be like admittedly like the greatest of all time deck. Doesn't mean there isn't a meta. That's something people get confused. I've seen people say, "Oh, there's no meta at all." There's still a meta. It's just not a prominent meta like it used to be, where it was like, like when Souls first came out. That was the meta. They were until they finally got nerfed recently. Afterlife Blast finally made Souls, controlled. But I mean, shoot. Oh gosh, we gotta talk about this little jerk. This thing's meta, absolute monstrous of a play at once, just completely changes the game. I actually really like the design though; it's really fun. I like overdrawing helping you. I think that's really cool. Um, we're back at the point where where you're playing like it's not the you're playing Vicarus and King Poseidon. You're playing them together with like your mill cards, like Black Eye. This is starting to pop up again. It's funny how like it just keeps popping up and then going away, then popping up. And they don't change it. I wish they would. I don't think it's healthy that's being really good. You may notice that those are both water decks because water is always unbalanced. Just remember that, kids. Water will always win. So next time you drink a sip of water, just know it's gonna win. It's inevitable. It's just letting you win for now. Um, light is just good stuff. They're pretty good right now. Just the light good stuff and silence. Oh god, silence is still not fun to play against. But in general, you're just playing your good stuff cards. You're playing King. Oh boy, where is he? Shoot, King Alcides. Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce his name. Alcides, that's what I call him. Sue me. Very just a good stuff card. You got your Extermination, your Kings, your Serenus. You're just running good stack cards. Maybe Kaijakless, still a good card. Or you're running Cycle. You got your Falling Star, Electro Surge decks. Those are fun. Lucent is kind of meta. I think this is a sleeper card right now. Nobody's talking about, and it's just not fun. Don't get like this was at least this is finally this has been contained. That they put the genie back in the bottle. It's in the bottle. We're good. Hydras, no. You going with the silence meta, just not fun. Mind Radiance, why did we make it 7 cost? Good God, we should not have made this 7 cost. Look, I get it needed buffed, but holy, this is way too much of a buff. Um, another thing, nature, um, shuffle is kind of contained. I'm not gonna complain about shuffle. Well, enemy shuffle, it's fine. Junk decks are kind of under the reins. I want to talk about adapt though. What in tarnation is this? Why did we let this draw an adapt card trigger both its choices? Or give it many a free thousand permanently. First of all, screw your nest. You're getting outclassed by a server. Like, you got all of this power buffs. It's consistent drawing. Funny enough, finally made tour guide consistent, which I find hilarious. Um, Vernant Healing, still a good card. Nobody just talks about it as much. Still really good. Um, but overall, Adapt is still really good. Tricky's good. Chief isn't good, but like you just run Mystic or just Surters in general and just make a good stuff deck. It's just not fun. Or Enemy Shuffle, that's still kind of prevalent. You know, you got your Nymph Gliders. Scarecrow's finally back to being fair. I know complain about Scarecrow again, so I think Enemy Shuffle's more balanced. Um, Darkness does. I can see it having an issue. Graveyard's still not fun. Like there's definitely some bull crap going on with the whole like Morbid Swarm. I'm starting to see this thing be silly. The new Darkness card like with Morbid, they're being silly. Liger's just still not just a fun card. It's just still really good. Absolute like crazy card. Really good. Um Fire's fine. Again, I actually think Fire's just really struggling. It just really struggles right now with this meta. Um you got play first. Fire play first is actually good. I actually think people forget how good play first is. Machines, they're still nasty. I'm trying to remember, like, because they did nerf Duke Cannon. Yeah, they removed it from hand, which that was ludicrous. Still a really good archetype though. The whole machine burst thing, running traits, still really good. People just aren't using as much, which is fair. And I think that's just because water's really good. You just want to beat the water decks right now. And I think that's my problem with Kaijuro. There's no real direction to play, and there's no real reason to really care about. Like, I know some dummy stuff that's like, like with the higher players. I know they have. I've seen some of the stuff they're hiding. They got some, crazy combos and pretty decent decks going. But like, who cares, man? It's whatever. And I think honestly the main problem is popularity. I'm looking at the server. The server I'm in right now has hold on. One, two, three, four, five, 7. So 8 players are on this game right now. 8 players for like a TCG. Not good. Um, by the way, the normal change, loving that. It's really cool. But standard's dead. There's no real reason to care about this. It's sad. I wish there were more players. There's definitely a way to bring in more players. I feel like they could. The problem is they just don't have a way to keep players engaged long enough. That's their issue. And I question the design philosophy I see with the direction. Um, I hate to be that guy. It just does not feel like the design is going to a great place. We felt stagnant. It's been like kind of this weird straight line of like, oh, okay, so this is here. Like, okay, you can just imagine like just a straight line and like there's spikes. And then there's just down, spikes down. That's how design philosophy has felt where it's like, okay, here's a bunch of okay cards. Boom, good card, really good card. Oh, okay, stagnant, stagnant. Oh, here's Genie. Oh, it's breaking game. Okay, stagnant, stagnant. Okay, wait, here's Jacoby's deck that broke standard. Okay, boom, giant spike. Okay, we fixed it. Boom, stagnant. That's kind of the issue of Kaijuro. I can tell they want to power creep the game, which is good. You want to power creep everything. Nothing should stay at a base level. However, if everything is like just getting like when it gets power crept and then it gets nerfed, it doesn't feel like we're going anywhere. It feels like we're just going in circles. I don't feel a difference. Like some cards just haven't changed. I mean, shoot, since the one nerf, Cult Master has remained the same. It's a whole archetype. You can't say it's not. It's seriously. I mean, people hate to admit this, but Force is the biggest archetype in the game. Look at this. And it has not received an actual change. in like 2 years now. Actually, maybe close to three now that I think about it. Almost 3 years, no changes. Um, Machines, those were supposed to be fires or bombs, even. Bombs and machines were supposed to be fire's next big thing. Not really. I haven't really seen much. Again, you run Doom Cannon, but that's really it. Maybe Blackrock. Blackrock is just really good right now for machines. This is a good card. And so overall, yeah, this feels weird. I actually feel surprised people wanted this video because I don't think there's a lot right now to talk about. That's sad, and I just think that's partially design philosophy. And honestly, from what I know, I will say, I know this is gonna tilt the developers. I know some stuff from behind the scenes. I know some of the stuff coming out this year. I'm not excited for it. Like, from what I've seen, I just don't care. It's cool what we're getting, but it's the most who cares, man? We're probably not even gonna get a crystal season this year. I mean, geez, what am I supposed to play? Um, so yeah, overall, been fun. Um, kind of fun to make a video too. Haven't really been doing that much anymore. But overall, it's cool. Kaijuro, I don't think it's dead. It's gonna be another year. We're gonna have ups and downs. I'm excited for the tournament this month. It's gonna be funny. But just like overall, oh yeah, here's a bonus one I wanted to talk about. I want basics to change this year. I do not care what people say. Why are, huh? Okay, this weird non-basics are. Oh yeah, these are basics now, technically. Anyway, I want basic cards reworked. Like dead card, dead card, really weak card, dead card, dead card, not dead. This is actually a niche but usable card. Um, who cares about this? Dead card. Um, this is weak but okay. Um, really, this is actually a good card. Dead card. Would be good in a different meta. Um, this is a good card. Card. Dead card. Mid card. Actually, no, this is really good now. Sorry, I forgot. Made a 7 cost. Good card. Dead card. Good card. Yeah, this is a good card. Really dead card. Really dead card. Not a good card. Like, it just feels like there's some potential with the basics that just don't get touched. This could use a rework. That would be cool. Maybe make this more force synergy. That would be fun. This is fine. Like, just like some boring cards that just exist. And I want Shield Break gone. Why do we still have Shield Break gone? Still here on Shield. Why? Why? Why do we allow Unchained to exist unchecked or a healer? I don't like it. Um, Forge of Mirrors is fine. Why does Flame Tropus exist? You got Warlord. This is not fun. It's just not fun for us as players to experience these archetypes that just flip the game mechanics on its head for laughs and giggles. I don't enjoy that. But overall, yeah, that's all I want to see this year. It's just, I don't know, just better. Just seeing Captain America and the Winter Soldier show. I'm Sam Wilson talking to the governor. Governor's like, "Oh, what should we do? Do better." That's all I have to say. I'm just gonna point, wave my finger at you. You've been a naughty boy. Do better. That's what I want this year. Just do better. Anyway, I will see you guys around. Thank you for not watching. I guarantee no one's watching all of this. 100%. If you do, tell me. I would like to know that. I guarantee none of you do, though. You're lying if you do. Okay? I'm looking at you. I know who you are. You're lying. Everyone who's like, great video. I really love that you say one thing good about it. Tell me something. I always like to mess with people. I don't care if people don't watch it. This is mostly for me. I just find it funny that people pretend to watch it when they don't. Don't pretend, man. I don't care. My content's trash. I know. I hate it too. Anyway, that's all. Goodbye.